Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 8 of the Arizona Birdwatchers. My name is Troy, getting ready to rock out with you, and with me as always.
My name is Dave, and we are here and kind of upgraded from my couch studios.
Yeah.
We're here at my kitchen studios.
Fancy. It's a very fancy kitchen too.
Oh yeah, very fancy.
Nice
Granite
rug in the
countertops.
Middle.
Rug in the middle.
Yeah, marble countertops.
Yeah, it's a good place to do a little podcast.
Minimal dirty dishes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's get into it. We got some fun facts, not about us per se, but about the game today. It was a little interesting.
Yeah, kind of like a bad story, good news ending. But basically, at the game, so when Chris Johnson scored his first touchdown, he gave the game ball to this little kid. And this older dude slapped the ball out of the kid's hand and took it from him and wouldn't give him the ball back.
Oh my gosh. I mean, he knows he's like literally in the visibility of thousands of people, right?
And they were like obviously goal line, so they were around everybody.
Oh my goodness.
So then all these people started like posting on Facebook about it, and Montel Williams comes to the rescue.
Of course, Montel, Mr. Money Mutual.
Mr. Money Mutual. And he knows somebody in the Cardinals promotion staff, I guess. So he told them about it, and the Cardinals promotion staff brought the kid down to the field for the rest of the game.
No way. The kid's got field.
Yeah,
field
and then he got
access.
an autograph ball from Carson. Carson gave him an autograph ball, too.
Oh, how rad.
Yeah, so that was pretty wicked. So good job, Cardinals promotional staff, to fix like a real just jerk-off move.
Yeah, seriously. But you know what? It was good karma, and it worked out because we got a win in the end.
Yes.
Although it came down to the wire.
It did. It felt like it shouldn't have got there, but it just got there. I mean, the offense, for the most part, I think they did what they could. You know, Carson was 20 for 29, 275 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. So Carson was phenomenal. He did another incredible game by him.
Right, and a great game by Carson, and it correlates to his season. I mean, he has just had this season that has come out of nowhere and, broken all expectations. We talk about it time and time again.
Yeah, dude, he's like, he found a fountain of youth or something, you know what I mean?
Right.
He's just best football of his career right now.
And we can count on him.
Yeah.
And it doesn't go anything against his wide receiver corps because they've been fantastic assistants in this whole mess.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. Yeah, Carson had this one beautiful, just 35-yard bomb to John Brown in the third quarter. I mean, it looked like as if instead of throwing the ball, Carson Palmer put the football in a drone and had the drone drop the ball in John Brown's hand like an inch away from his hands, like just, feathered it right in there.
Right. And Michael Floyd as well came out with a great game. I mean, that 59 yards and a touchdown. He's becoming that bigger part of our offense that we were really hoping for last season, and now he's coming into it again.
Yeah, and it's just, it's just taking like little baby steps. He missed training camp, so he was going to play. It was going to take him a little bit to catch up, and every week we see him grow and grow, and yeah, like you said, 59 yards this week and a touchdown. And John Brown, too, 65 yards and a touchdown, dude. So two of our young guys, well, Michael Floyd's not a young guy anymore, but John Brown really stepping up and, being the player that everybody wanted him to be this year.
Right. And, Fitz didn't have that crazy stat line. I mean, he had 39 yards, but once again, he is just magic out there for his team. He had a big pass interference call that set up for that Floyd touchdown.
Yeah.
The other thing I love about Fitz is that even though he had maybe 3 or 4 catches in this game, you just heard it, the energy from that stadium. I mean, we were there this week.
Yeah. Anytime he came in just the air of the ball, the whole stadium light explodes.
Yeah, rises up.
Yeah. Red Sea.
It's special to see Fitzgerald just around the ball.
Yeah. And we know his body of work. He didn't have a lot going on this game, but last year that was like an average game for Fitz.
Right.
And this year it's like, oh man. But he's still the magician. And then Jermaine Gresham, he had the most yards of the season so far with 62, and was tied for the most targets on the team. And I think he's another player that we should kind of keep our eye out on. He's going to be developing more and more, getting more into the rhythm of the offense, and I think he's going to grow. And we're going to see some big catches from him. Carson took a couple chances for him this week, and really try to get him some situations to come up with some big plays.
Yeah, spreading the ball around. That's what we like to see.
The running backs had themselves the running back had himself a good game. Ellington and David Johnson were kind of complimentary players. Ellington came in. He had 3 rushes for 21 yards, 3 receptions for 28. Clearly, he's not the starter anymore, but I think he did great in his role this week, which is he was the game closer. He got some good chunk yardage, got first downs when we need him to do. Total change of pace from Chris Johnson, and the dude just started doing what he's doing right now.
Right, and David Johnson, nothing special in the backfield. 3 rushes for 5 yards, 2 receptions for 19 yards. Not a big factor in this game, though it was cool to see him running as a wide receiver.
Yeah,
which
and
that
those
was a
trip
little
bunches.
different.
Yeah, that was really cool, man.
Yep, that'll be fun. Yeah, that trip bunch formation, that's very dangerous.
It's dangerous. It's a nasty formation. And they had everybody in that thing. They had J.J. Nelson in it at some points. It was Floyd, Fitz, Nelson. Other times it was like John Brown, Floyd, David Johnson. Like they just threw anything in that way.
And then we've got CJ2K behind the backfield. Makes it easier for him.
Yes.
I mean, are we calling him 2K now? Is it back?
Yeah, dude. CJ2K is on track for that again. This last game, he was 18 rushes for 122 yards and a touchdown. And watching his touchdown run, dude, was beautiful. He shared a couple tackles. Then he cut across the field like he was back in college or something. That college where they dive across the field again. And he rushed in for a touchdown. Even high stepped it on his way in with a foot of space to get into.
Right, but how about that amazing highlight reel of a play, that 62-yard run?
Yeah, just weird too, dude. You know what I mean?
Right, where he gets tackled, not forward progress called yet. That's a true play to the whistle play.
Yes.
He sits on a guy, he stands up, the defender lets him go, and he runs for an extra, 50 yards or something like that.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. And then, speaking of fountains of youth, I think Carson lets all the older guys come bathe in it with him or something. Because Chris Johnson, when he was running that 62-yard play, John Brown was right behind him trying to catch up to make a block. And Chris Johnson was burning John Brown down the field.
That's what I'm talking about. That is a thing of beauty.
It's that
indeed.
4.3 speed, man. You only lose so little off it.
Absolutely, man. Chris Johnson, he is amazing.
Yeah, dude. And I think he brings the balance to the team. He's the complementary run to allow our offense to do everything. Between him, Carson, and Fitz, this team will ride on their shoulders, and I think they're going to ride on them into the playoffs, bro.
Well, we also count on our defense.
Big game for the defense, dude.
Big game for our defense. 3 sacks, 1 interception, 9 tackles for a loss, and only held the Ravens to 55 rushing yards.
Yeah, dude. And the rush has been a concern for our team. And then so to have them hold Justin Forsett, who's a pretty good running back, hold him to 55 yards, that was a really uplifting thing to see, man.
Yep, not bad at all. We do have to hold our opponent down on third downs a little more. They did have some third down conversions.
Yeah.
That was costly.
Yes, we were saying after the game, dude, they're getting that mid yards, 4 to 8 yard chunk yardage.
Right. We're giving up that little chunk yardage, but that goes nothing against the great outing our defense had.
Yeah, man.
Especially in that third quarter. And one player to mention in particular is Tyrann Mathieu.
Tyrann Mathieu, dude. Oh, that was sick when he had that huge, everybody looked like Tyrann was beat. You know what I mean? The guy had a step and a half on him, and Joe Flacco put the ball exactly where it needed to go.
Right.
And at the last, nanosecond, dude, Tyrann jumped up and deflected it away.
Prevent 7 points.
And get a SportsCenter highlight play at the same time.
Absolutely.
If you look at I saw a close-up of the camera,
yeah.
If he had Odell Beckham hands, he would have intercepted that. He was on the ball. Dude.
Yeah, sweeped it away. It was beautiful. He had a big sack too.
Yeah,
and then 3 tackles for a loss.
Dude, he's all over the field.
Big game. We'll talk about him in a bit. And then we had Deon Buchanan. He led the team in tackles. The dude's been wrecking things on defense.
Deon Buchanan is. He's mostly been playing linebacker this season, dude. I wonder if they're just gonna bulk him up and just have him play straight up linebacker.
Why not?
He's just so dynamic, dude.
Led the game in tackles, multiple games this
Leading
season.
the team in tackles. Oh, man, he's electric. And then our other big star, Calais Campbell, he also had 3 tackles for a loss. And, dude, one of them was he was, bull rushing the tackle, and he bull rushed the tackle into the running back and stopped him, dude.
What the hell?
He's just a super machine.
Wow.
And then Dwight Freeney, man. He had his first sack as a Cardinal. And he had 2 more QB hits along to go with that. So it's sick to see how quickly he's integrating into the defense, and he's already making plays like that. He's helping the pass rush that has been kind of a problem for us lately.
Right. And under the nest star Marcus Golden, has been all over the field as well, making team tackles and team plays.
Yeah, dude. It's just great to see that our lesser known guys are out there making big productions, big plays. And it's almost easy to forget that Golden's like a rookie this year. I mean, the guy's he's already making plays all over the field. I read an interview where they were saying that he's playing like a 4th or 5th year guy already, and midway through his first year.
Right, and we can't talk about this defense without talking about Tony Jefferson.
TJ, dude, he had that game-sealing interception in the end zone with 10 seconds left. It made it look like it was a pass to him. Like, any way that pass would have been caught by someone on the offense or someone on the defense is like a highlight play, you know what I mean? It was just over the shoulder. He did like the knee power rock slide at the end of it to stay in bounds.
Right. Oh, it was beautiful. I mean, it was a close game. It should have never been close, but we pulled it out. And that's what we have to keep doing if we're going to get into the playoffs.
Wins when it matters.
Yes, absolutely. So let's talk about who did well and who needs some improvement.
Yes.
Going into the second half of the season.
Already, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So our game ball and up downs, this is where we give someone the game ball, the person we think played the best, and we assign up downs to the person or the team that we think needs to work on it for next week. This week we're gonna give up downs to the Catman, Chandler Catanzaro.
Oh yeah, Catman missed a PAT this game.
He missed a 55-yard field goal, and that would have been like if he had made that 55-yarder, it would have been the longest of his career. So at least they're letting him go for it, right now. Currently, his career longest is 51 yards. This season, as longest he's gotten is 43.
He does need some improvement there. And, I mean, missing that extra point, man. Come on.
You can't do that.
You can't miss an extra point without getting some up downs from us.
Yeah, if you're missing, he's the kicker he's supposed to be, he's not should be missing extra points. Bruce said after the game that he wasn't so much pissed about the extra point as he was on the next kickoff. He, kicked it really shallow. And he's like, come on, kid. What are you doing?
He hasn't really had a situation where the pressure's truly been on.
He hasn't had to kick a game winner or anything like that yet.
Exactly. Yeah. And he's 11 for 13. So verdict's still out on him.
Yeah.
So hopefully he gets our message, gets those up downs in, maybe get some leg stretches as well.
Dude. He's got to do the Jared Deer stretches, man.
Yes, I like that.
And this week there was a lot of obvious people I think we could have given the game ball to, but I'm going to give it just because me personally, this is one of my favorite players on the Cardinals. And he had a great game. I'm giving it to the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. 7 tackles, 3 for a loss. He had a sack and a big pass deflection.
This guy was a superstar. He's a 3rd year coming in, and now he's our superstar. And he just electrifies the defense. He didn't have a great season last year, but, oh, man, he just looks fantastic.
Yes. I think he's making a strong case for NFC Defensive Player of the Year, dude.
Wow, that's a statement.
I mean, he's just defense.
Right.
He's just so defense.
Yeah.
And then we're going to give we have to give an honorable mention of a game ball to CJ2K.
Yeah, great game.
Great game, man.
And, we have to mention him, but Tyrann. I mean, Honey Badger did not care this game.
He did not care.
And then after the game, we had some interesting comments from our head coach. So let's jump into Arianisms, where we highlight old swag master Bruce Arians' top quotes of the week. So, Troy, what is our Arianism this week?
So Bruce was doing an interview, and, he's talking about if the team learned anything from this win, and he said, like I always say, you learn everything that you learn losing by almost losing, and it feels a hell of a lot better. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you get near losing, but you pull out the win,
that's good.
It's good. You learn all the lessons you would have if you lost.
Yeah, but you still got the W.
But you still get a win.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. Okay, we have to give an honorable mention this week in reference to the guy who stole that ball from that kid that we mentioned earlier. He said back in the day, the guy that took it probably would have been over the wall. That's how it would have been. Or that's how it should have been.
Yeah, dude. Bruce is old school, man. I'm sure if that had happened near where Bruce was standing, he would have told security, they got this one.
Right.
Let them handle this guy.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, dude. Cardinals, looking into the Cardinals in the media is kind of one of my favorite things. And that's why I really like our Bird Chirp section. This is where we let you guys know what the Cardinals are up to on social media, Instagram, Twitter, things like that.
Exactly. And we had Tony Jefferson this week, who has, Troy, you think he's the funniest Cardinal?
I think he's the funniest social media Cardinal. Yeah, I think he definitely has replaced Darnell Dockett. Doggett used to be the guy to always post really funny stuff out there, and Tony Jefferson's taking that over, man. He's taking over the defense, and he's taking over on the social media, dude.
Oh, very, very interesting.
And so after his big game-winning interception, he was quoted as saying, "Got to go straight to the Twitter, man."
Get right in there. Then we have Adrian Wilson, who tweeted after the game, "Truest Savages." And we had Pete Twice. We had the Honey Badger in there. I mean, we had the whole defense.
Yeah,
there.
Tony Jefferson, Deion Buchanan, all those guys in there. And just giving a big shout-out to, the safeties, dude. The safeties and the cornerback, the secondary. It's killing it,
Right, when your name's in the Ring of Honor, that's a pretty big honor.
And this was kind of funny, I thought. Gerard Powers, he tweeted a picture of, his wife and his daughter. And Pierre Garçon, I guess he's a big fan of Powers, and so he gave him a shout out. Said, "Good job tonight, big dog." So I guess they're still keeping it close after their days in Indy.
Good.
Yeah, and speaking of Powers, actually, he's going to be out for 2 weeks, so he'll definitely miss next week. And then, obviously we had the bye, and then he'll be back for the Seahawks game.
So at least he has a good bye to recover, but we'll miss him this week against the Cleveland Browns.
Yes.
It's going to be a big game, 11 a.m. on Fox. Cleveland Browns are 2-5 this season.
Mm-hmm.
They rank 25th in scoring, 8th in passing yards, and then 28th in rushing yards. So,
yeah, man.
Kind of an interesting combination from the Browns.
Yeah, dude, it'll be nice. It'll be nice to see how our defense reacts to what they have going. 28th in rush yards, man. This is just another good opportunity for our defense to go out there and, start answering those questions about if our run D is any good or not.
Right. And we don't have any questions on offense. We're 2nd in points, 4th in yards, 6th in passing yards, and 10th in rushing yards. We're the top 3rd of the NFL in all offensive categories.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, but the Browns do have questions, especially in the quarterback position.
Yep.
Josh McCown is day-to-day with a shoulder injury, and so we might see
Cash Money Manziel, dude.
Cash Money Manziel getting that start, baby.
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, in a way, that'd be kind of cool. Josh McCown is cool because he was drafted as a Cardinal, but getting to watch Johnny Manziel play football, that'd be kind of a little treat there.
Yeah, fun fact: I know Johnny Manziel's old prom date.
What?
Yeah, true.
From
true
when?
Story. No, from UIW. He grew born and raised in Kerrville, Texas, which is about 45 minutes from San Antonio. And so, one of the girls that I knew back in San Antonio went to prom with
High school prom
with Johnny Manziel.
Dude, that's like this kind of thing you put on your bio.
Yeah, you think so? You think so? She's a little too pretty. She's moved on. Moved on.
Really?
Oh yeah.
She's too hot for Johnny Manziel.
She's too hot for Johnny Money.
Who does she bone? Bradley Cooper?
No, George Clooney. Yeah, no,
Whoa,
I'm kidding.
I was
kidding.
Like, the Mecca?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah. And so I think along from, Cash Money Manziel, they're one of their strongest players is their rookie Duke Johnson, who's really come on strong in the last couple weeks. He's got 176 yards out of 55 attempts so far rushing this season. He's a good third down receiving back, so he's dangerous. So all around it'll be a good test for our defense because he's going to get those kind of yards that we were having issues with, those mid-range kind of yards where we got to close that part of the field up.
And they do have a not really a popular receiving core. They've got Hartline, Travis Benjamin, and Gabriel. Their leading receiver is Travis Benjamin.
Yeah.
He's got 575 yards this season with 4 touchdowns. Josh McCown spread the ball around. So, but now with Manziel, who knows? Who knows what happens?
And interesting thing about Travis Benjamin is he hasn't played Patrick Peterson this year. So, he's going to go up against Pete Twice. He's going up against the best corner in the league right now.
Right.
So he's going to, I don't know.
Right.
Regardless of who's quarterback, he's going to have a hard day.
Yeah, he's going to be shut down in some kind of capacity. And the good thing is, at least there's these quarterback changes before the game.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the Steelers, we weren't prepared for a quarterback,
Mid-game.
and it definitely showed.
Yes.
So good. We played Landry Jones like we played Michael Vick. And
It
just
didn't
did
work
not
out for us.
Exactly. So it's good that we can prepare for different schemes and different options coming into this game.
And I think, dude, honestly, there might be a perception the Browns' defense is pretty good, but it's just been very middle of the road this year, man. They're 32nd in run yards allowed, and they're 16th in pass yards allowed, man. So
wow, let's see if Chris Johnson can blow up again.
the league's second leading rusher in the NFL, dude.
Wow.
So Chris Johnson going up a 16th ranked defense is going to be a lot of fun. And 32nd in yards, dude, that's going to be a number one offense. Just get to shred. Another good game for Carson.
Absolutely, and hopefully we can spread the fun in the backfield with Andre Ellington and David Johnson.
Oh yes, oh man.
Yeah, and then a good bye week. So Troy, what do you think? Our predictions here.
Cardinals fix their red zone stuff. I want to say I've been predicting high every week.
Yeah,
I'm going to undercut them this week. I'm going to say 28-10.
Okay, I think Chris Johnson is going to have over 100 yards this game.
Oh, yes.
120 yards.
Yes.
I think he's going to have 2 touchdowns.
Just CJ alone.
So just CJ, man. I'm going out with a prediction. Bold prediction this week.
Okay. I like it, dude. This is a game changer.
CJ 2K, 120 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cardinals put 35 points on the board.
Dude, please.
Okay, 35.
Please.
Browns, they put 17.
Okay, I dig it, dude. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again this week. Make sure to follow our YouTube account, Troboat. Once again, I apologize for that username. I don't know how to change it.
Well, you know what? I love it.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it.
Troboat, it's our love ship of Cardinal sports talk.
Yes, so see you guys next Thursday. Go Cards.
Go Cardinals.